What's going on? I got the Traxxas LaTrac rally car here. It's the 1/18 scale 4-wheel drive rally car. Here you get to see the actual chassis itself. Taking a look at it a little bit here. It's a standard 18 scale RC car. It's very standard in terms of what you get out of it. You're looking at the shocks here. These are really cheap shocks that come with the actual car itself. They are upgradable. These do not have any oil filled, or these are not oil filled, I should say. Actual shocks. There's just a spring plastic, so it's one of the first upgrades you're gonna want to make when you do get, if you do decide to get this here Traxxas rally car. It is a brushed motor. It does have unique actual electronics here. This is not anything that Traxxas has on any of its 1/10 scale or even the 1/16 scale. This is LaTrac special one. I believe it's only on one other vehicle. This one in the 10 or I can't pronounce. I can't remember what it's called, but both of these two vehicles are 18 scale, and they both have this electronic here speed controller. This will take LiPo batteries. It will accept it. Now, in terms of batteries, here's what you get for this vehicle. Comes with the box. It's a 1200 amp battery. It's simple as that. It does its job, but if you want to get your more bang out of the buck with the performance of this vehicle, you want to go LiPo, obviously. Now, I kept the standard connectors that come with it. These aren't the Traxxas connectors, which I think everyone was amazed that Traxxas didn't go with their actual property connectors. They went with these guys here. And they do the job, they work. Everyone says that you'll lose some performance by having these guys. There's chance when you're running LiPo that you can melt. They get so hot that it can melt the plastic on here. So eventually I'm going to go to the Traxxas connectors, but for now I went ahead and I'm sticking with those guys. Taking a look a little bit more at the vehicle. It is waterproof, servo, waterproof electronics, waterproof enclosed receiver in there. Comes with a brushed motor, as I was talking about earlier. It's another, once again, it's a unique brushed motor. I don't remember what the terms is off the top of my head, but it's specially made pretty much for these tiny 18 scale vehicles. Everything else is plastic on it. It's a very plastic, very strong car. Look at the bottom here. I've run it a little bit outside and a little bit indoors, and it's taken a pretty good beating. I think a lot of it is low to the ground vehicle, and the suspension is pretty terrible with those terrible shocks that's already included with it. I like the bumper in the front. It's a foam bumper. I think that's an awesome feature for having on these rallies. Even the full scale 18 scale or 1/10 scale has the foam bumper as well. I think it's great. The only problem I've run into it, try to go inside here, you can see it starting to tear on one side over here, and that's unfortunate, but it is cheap replacement parts for this car. They could run anywhere from $2 to $18+ I guess it really depends on how much you're willing to spend on it. The LiPo battery will fit in here just fine. The one I have, let me get the case here. It's a Traxxas one. It works just fine. It's actually charging right now, so I don't have it available. But this is the one I have for this car. Now it will fit in there. You just will not be able to put the battery. Whatever you want to call it, battery enclosure or case guy on it. You won't be able to put that on there, but the battery will actually stay in there really nice and tight, so it won't actually move like the one that comes with it does jiggle around in it a little bit, so the strap helps it, but the LiPo one will sit in there, bam, just perfect, and it will not wiggle around anywhere. So I think it's great. The car itself, I believe, is about $120, $125, depending on where you get it from. The cover is very big. I like that. Keeps everything nice and enclosed. That's a beautiful part of this car that I think is great. You can see I've had some pretty good crashes there in the front area. And I guess that's where the only place I've actually had crashes at the most. A little bit skid marks on the top. The one thing I don't like is the where you actually put the body on the chassis. It's tough to get the front for the holes to come through. It's not as easy as it would be on 18 scale or any other, sorry, 110 scale or any other 18 scale I've actually had. It's a little tough, but it works. The controller for it is very, very simplistic. You know, speed, direction. You can set it there. All it has for a trim is steering. That's the only option it has, and obviously the power button right there. But very simple controller, so if you're looking to have like a throttle trim, this does not have that. It is a car, skill level 1, easy and fun to play. It's ready to run. It has the battery included, so it's simple. It's just a good car. It goes about 17 with the standard battery that comes with it. And to go LiPo, you're looking at about 20. About 20 miles per hour or so. Everyone knows that LiPo's the best part of it is that you're gonna get your full bang for the buck there with that battery, in terms of it's not going to, you know, the last 5-7 minutes isn't gonna drain out. It's gonna give you everything it has until pretty much the last minute or so, until it just completely drains out. So, you know, that's my favorite part about LiPo, that you get everything out of it in terms of full performance until eventually just it's done. But hey, this car is really awesome. I love it. I'll get some videos of it actually running performance to show you how it looks. But yeah, it's a great vehicle for 125, and then, you know, a bunch of upgrades you can do to it. In terms of customizability itself, not much. You know, you can move the shocks a little bit, but that's really it. There's nothing else you can really do to the car out of the box in terms of customizing or adjusting it too much. And that's, I guess, the good thing, because they keep it very simple. I haven't see these holes in the back. I've kind of been wondering what they're for. I don't know if they're gonna have like a wheelie bar attachment for some reason, even though it wouldn't need it. But there's gonna be some other attachment. Maybe there's a bumper you can buy that you can stick on there. But hey, good car, like I'm saying. Check it out. It's a Traxxas, the Track Rally 1/18 4-wheel drive rally car.